What's up, guys? My name is Bravo, and welcome back to another Ninjala weapon tier list. So it's been a while since I've done like tier list on anything that involved Ninjala. I think the last tier list I did was a weapon tier list, but it was like in the older patches. So we're going to be having another tier list today for you guys, and this one's going to be covering up the new weapons that got introduced in season 5, which was the Asakusa Wheel, the Great Gear, and the Shinobi's Paper Fan. So there's also going to be some changes into this tier list as well, as some weapons did get a buff, some weapons got nerfed, some people's using them more, some people just stops using them. So yeah, I'm going to be having this tier list for you guys. It's going to be really fun. We have the S, the A, the B, the C, the D tier. Should we actually have it? We should actually have another tier, don't we? Should we? Like, am I even able to? I don't know if it lets me like create another tier, but I think, all right. For now, for now we're gonna make this into the F tier. So we're gonna remove the D tier, make it F. So we have 5 columns here. This is gonna be fun, and I cannot wait to see what goes in tier list. Because like I said before, some things did get changed from the last time I did this tier list. So without further ado, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It is always appreciated. Make sure notification bell is turned on so you guys don't miss out on the latest uploads I post. With that being said, let's get into it. Now, the first weapon we have here is the Iron Noise. The Iron Noise is going to be in the A tier, because this weapon, I even use this weapon myself. Now, this weapon is really good when it comes to like close combat. Like, yes, like sound waves is just too much. And with the recent buffs that they gave this thing, like you could combo more often with this thing. And Iron Noise having a rocket, that is just a huge must. Like even in battle royale and especially team battle, like that is just the most recommended. But there is some stuff when it comes to the matchup, how it's really not able to do well against certain yo-yo weapons. So it's really good, but it's lacking in some skills right there. So we're gonna put that in the A tier. Cornbat, that's gonna be S tier, because this thing is just broken. Like, I don't like, they nerfed this weapon so many times and people still doing infinite combos with it. So I don't understand it here. I really don't. And the dragon, oh man. Don't even get me started with the dragon. That's too much. But it's just really crazy to get combos off with this thing. And you're gonna land them most of the time. So yeah, we putting that in S tier. Trick ball, we're gonna put that in we're gonna put that in A tier. We're gonna move the Iron Noise, put that in A tier, because this thing is really hard to like go up against, and especially they've done some. I know people's now doing these new combos with these trick balls, where they hit you once, you get hit stun, and then they just transform you in mid combo. So it's a really threatening weapon, and it's gonna be hard to deal with it. And if I can remember, I'm not sure if it's this weapon or the other weapon, but one of them has the. I know one of them has the rocket, and the other one has the Tenchi Muyo. I think the Trig Ball has that, so I'm gonna have to double check that later, but I'm pretty sure it has that. That's another thing that you have to watch out for. So like, the Trig Ball is really threatening because you can just combo and just get away with it. All right, next up, Drum Beat. I'm gonna put that in S tier, because yeah, it has similar properties to Iron Noise, but the drum beat is really better because you could combo way more with the drum beat than the Iron Noise. Because like I'm saying this, like I'm not saying this out of opinion, I'm saying this out of experience, because I've used these two weapons before, and I'm still using them now. So the drum beat, and if you guys saw my weapon guide, I did do the drum beat weapon guide on that, and y'all saw the combos I'm able to do with that. I could be able to put people in a stun, gum bind them, combo them, and they'll be dead. And not even that, that thing has the dragon, so that's even better. So we're gonna put that in S tier. What was that? Okay, I don't know what that was, but let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, Sushi X. Sushi X. We're gonna put this in the B tier, because there is some stuff that is a little bit lacking, I would say. Like, yes, it does have the Ninja Tornado, but like, is that it's not a guaranteed epone, especially when someone's like around full HP. You're not, like, if they're at half HP, then you're gonna get epones, whatever. But people is gonna be able to avoid them, and if they have Shinobi cards involving stealing hyena or starting dash, you're gonna be able to escape it. And I'm not sure if the gun boost impact has an assist code that's increasing the speed, but yeah, that's kind of a problem as well. But overall, the Sushi X is really good, having soup armor whenever you get an E-pone. And you can be able to hit the drones in like 2 hits. I mean, every hammer user knows that. But yeah, we're going to put that in B tier. Now, E-pone Katana, we putting this in S tier in the middle between Drumbeat and Cornbat. Because despite this weapon being so standard, it's a really good combo weapon right here. Like, like, this weapon is creative. And when I mean by creative, I mean by it's creative by combo wise and utility wise. And you can also work as you can also work in defense as well as this weapon. So it's a really good. It has good frame data. And what else? It does have Ninja Tornado just like the Sushi Axe. And it's really good. The gum shoot is the gum launcher, so you're able to combo it more. So yeah, we're gonna be putting that in S tier along with these two gods right here. Next up, we have Scroll Blade. We're going to have to put this in the C tier because I don't. Better yet, you know what? We're gonna put this in F tier because I don't see this weapon being used that often. And I think with the latest updates, they did nerf this weapon a bit, so it's not. It doesn't have like that amount of use that it did last time. Like probably like 2 to 3 seasons ago. It doesn't have that flair that it used to have. So it's unfortunate that this thing probably got bumped down. And yeah, hopefully it gets some buffs. But other than that, it's staying in F tier because this thing is not good as I think it would be. But it could use some work. So that's what we're going to do for now. Now next is the Donut Yo-Yo. I'm just going to call it the Donut Yo-Yo because I don't know how to pronounce its name. I don't know how to pronounce his name in game. So we're just going to call it the Donut Yo-Yo. We're going to put this in S tier because this one is used way. I've seen this one used way more than a trick ball, surprisingly enough, and I think this is the one that has the Tenchi Muyo. So if I'm correct, that one is definitely going to be in S tier. I'm still confused, like if they, because I know one of them has the rocket, the other one has the Tenchi Muyo. Let me know in the comments on which one has one of those ninjutsus, because I'm pretty sure they have one of the ones I just named out. But yeah, same combos that you can do. The gum shoot is different. I think it's the gum searcher where you're able to like lower your opponent's S energy gauge while they got caught in it. So when you're doing those combos and you transform them, they can't parry out. So they're just dead at that point. They're like just one hit, you might as well just drop the controller. So we're gonna put that in S tier. The skate hammer, I think that's how you call it. Yeah, the skate hammer. We're gonna put that in the A tier because this thing is really good. Like it also has a Tenchi Muyo along with that weapon right there. And this thing is mostly used in the Sushi X. Like I've seen a lot of people use it, and I even have a friend who makes this weapon, so he puts in work with this. So yeah, also you can also like do a lot more combos with this thing. And the Tenchi Muyo, you get guaranteed E-pones, so people would use this way more in Battle Royale and in Team Battle. So we're going to keep that in the A tier. Now, next up, Drill Beast. Oh, man. That's S tier. We're putting that in S tier along with these 4 weapons because these 2 weapons, they're just... It's hard to deal with them. It really is. Like, and this one has the Punishing Blade, so you're going to have a hard time. I think the Gum Beast could counter against the Punisher Blade, but you have to be like really, really careful because that ninjutsu matchup is a 50-50. So we're going to put that in S tier. Next up, the Ninja Yo-Yo. We're going to put that in C tier. We're going to put that in C tier because not much people use it, but it has the possibility to become better. But not much people is using this weapon. I forgot what ninjutsu it had, because I know this one has the oh my gosh, how did I forget? I know this one had the tornado, right? The Shinobi. How did I forget? But yeah, Ninja Yo is not used as often as I think it would be, because like most people who just loves to be annoying in the game would use yo-yo weapons. But surprisingly enough, I don't see this one being used as often. So we're just going to keep it in C tier. It could get a little bit of work. The warp attack is really good for some situations. I've seen a lot of patches about that special do being nerfed, and sometimes it would be buffed. So it's like kind of going back and forth there. So I'm just gonna keep it for the C tier for now. They'll probably change some mechanics of it in the next season. Next up, we have Shinobi Spinner. We're gonna put this in the B tier. And yes, I did use this weapon too. Like, this Shinobi Spinner is alright. It really is. And oh, let me just close that down. But Shinobi Spinner is a really good weapon. I've used it like in the latest upload. It was not the Asakusa Wheel. It was the Shinobi Spinner. When did I used it like a week ago. It's a really cool weapon. I'm sorry. Let me just look. Okay, now I know. I just had to look at what the ninjutsu was for this thing. It was the tornado, so I was right. So the tornado is really good, and for a weapon like this, it does give it that boost, like in utility. Well, it gives it that flair. It gives it that boost in utility wise. So that's what makes it a little bit better. But it's not like better. So I'm just gonna keep it in the B tier because it's good, and at the same time it's bad. So we're gonna keep that there. Now this weapon, I forgot what this is called. This is the Kamu play, right? I hope I got that name right. We're gonna put this in the B tier. We're gonna put this right there. Now, reason being because this one has that. I'm pretty sure this one has a special where it pops up like the gum poison. I think that's what the special is, and having that is a really good like thing for weapons such as the skateboard, because this skateboard, like this one and this one, they have the ability of doing tricks. Like you could just ride the skateboard all around the stage. You get buffs. You can hit a drone with that. You can destroy it in one hit. You hit someone else with that. At full HP is not going to kill them, but if they're like around, let's say 85% of HP. If they're around that, they're gonna die from it. Ow. They're gonna die from it. So having that, and if you so this is something cool that you can do. Like, if you was to have the poison, you pop up the poison, you take a little damage from them, and if you still have the buff, you could just hit that person, they dead. It's that simple. And yet, for people who doesn't know, like, it doesn't affect you, it affects your enemies. Like, just in case if no one knows how the special works, I'm just gonna explain that. It doesn't affect you. It does have a large reach. So, like, if you was playing in Eagle City around the bridge area, then you're gonna get people even from under the bridge. Like, if they're around that vicinity, they're going to get caught in it. So B tier for the Kamu plate. Next up, we have the Matsuri Board. We are putting this in the A tier. Actually, no. Better yet, we're gonna put this in the S tier, along with these weapons here, because this one has the Gun Beast, and that Gun Beast is not to be messed with. And especially with this, having it giving it the buff too. That's just wild. Like, it's crazy to deal with. And yeah, I don't know if these skateboard weapons have like invincibility when you try to hit them, because like I try to attack someone when they're riding the skateboard and they do just not get hit. So maybe they do have super armor in mid tricks, or they don't, I'm not sure. But they have something similar to that. But the Gun Beast, that's just crazy. I did forget what the gum shoot is for this, but I'm going to check it out later, like, because I have my Switch right next to me. I'm going to check it out, see what special is which, because I forgot that some of these had like certain ninjutsus, so we're gonna have to check them out later. But I'm pretty sure this thing has that Gun Beast, and it's able to like just one-shot people like at a certain range. Next up, the Ninja Caliber. This is like one of my favorite board weapons too. We're gonna put this in C tier. We're gonna put this in C tier. Like, it could be better. It could be better. I like, even though it has Punisher Blade just like this, it's still lacking in certain in certain utility. And this kind of works more like a defensive weapon. So like, I don't see any offense in this, in a weapon such as that, because like, it's special. It's not like the skateboards where you can just ride around and do tricks. It works in a defensive approach, which means when you ride the waves, like the gum waves, you get immunity to like gum shoots. I think you also get immunity to certain ninjutsu, stuff, like ninjutsu specials. I don't know, Punisher Blade is one of them, but I think you get immunity to that as well. So we're gonna put that there, C tier. Along with that, certain Shinobi cards don't work well with this thing. So that's what's kind of like lacking right now. Like I think the only two Shinobi cards I think could work with the weapon like this has to be, I think it has to be like the big weapon Shinobi card and the Stealing Hyena. That's the only thing I could think of for this right now. Next up we have the, what was it called? The Surfboard. I'm just gonna call it the Surfboard. I'm gonna call it the Surfboard. We're gonna put this along with the C. We're gonna put this in a C tier as well, because same thing, like it's literally the same thing I was talking about earlier. Like it's lacking in certain offensive like utility. It's mostly work as a defensive weapon. So like it would only work for I think now hear this out. I think that this weapon is mostly used in team battle. Like these two weapons, I mostly see them in team battle. I never seen them in battle royale. Like, cause I've been playing battle royale a lot, and I'm barely seeing this and this being used. So yeah, these weapons still, it has some work to be done. Hopefully they could buff these two weapons in the next season. Next up, we have the Cerberus or Cerberus, whatever you want to call it. We're putting this in F tier. Like these healing weapon hammers, I had so much confidence that they would be good when they dropped, and boy was I wrong. They're really not that good. Like the healing thing, you can heal yourself. You get like points when you heal yourself too. You could also, I think you can also destroy a drone in 2 hits, but with the side attack though. And when you do the normal attack, it doesn't destroy the drone immediately. That's the crazy part. And not to mention, looking at this, like when you use a healing weapon like this, going in a matchup like with these two, along with this, and these two hammers, including the katana, you're gonna have a very, very hard time. Like most of these weapons that's in the S tier, A tier, even this weapon right here, like those weapons could beat this weapon in a matchup, and it is really bad for it. It needs like a certain buff, like probably increase the attack power when it comes to like destroying drones with this normal attack, and I feel like it would be better. But I'm just saying here. And along with that, since these two are the same properties, we putting this in the F tier as well. Even with it having the shark special where you could just lay the trap and whoever gets caught in it gets instant killed, that's not helping it. That really isn't helping it. And these two is literally one and the same. All right. Next up, we have these beautiful weapons left. Now we're gonna start with the scrap saber. This is going to be in the S. I'm putting this in the S tier. Now I'm putting this in the S tier. I'll put it right where Matsuri Board and Drumbeat is at. I'm putting this in an S tier because this thing is actually like, believe it or not, the scrap saber is actually really good. Like it has the gum lasers, and you can instant bind someone if they get caught in it. If you have the 3 lasers, they get instant binded, and you can combo out. You can even combo into that, like, which is really good. In the special where you could force your opponents to do like dance emotes, that is spectacular, especially in team battle. You're gonna be putting in work. Like if you have a team battle and you combo that up with the rocket from like the iron noise, you is gonna get a lot of utility from that. Like it's that crazy, like it's that broken, and it's wide range. Oh my gosh, that is just too much. So we're gonna put this in the S tier because it's really good. Like I've seen a lot of people use this weapon in both battle royale and team battle, along with ranked battles. Like this thing is a monster. Next up, we have Chewing 5 or Chewing V. We're gonna put this in a A tier. Like even though this has like the same abilities when it comes to like combo wise, this one is kind of lacking because this one does have the piercing mixer, and people who doesn't know how to aim, they're not gonna be able to get that much E-pons with the piercing mixer. Not only at that, the gum shoot is the gum launchers. Like that's kind of standard. Like the Ippon Katana could rock it better, and like it's lacking in the utility. It's lacking in utility that the scrap saber would have. Next up, we have the Asakusa Wheel. We're gonna put this, like, this is the latest weapon I even used in my weapon guide too. We're gonna put this, I would say, the A tier. I'm gonna put this in the A tier in the middle right here, because this weapon is actually really good. Like, and it even has the gum beast along with the gum searcher. That's what makes it really. That's what buffed it. Like, it made it stick out. Other than the Shinobi Spinner and the Ninja Yo-Yo, like, this make it stick out more because of its gum shoot and its ninjutsu. Like, it's just really crazy. Gum beast, come on now. Like, that's like the best thing they could give to a yo-yo right now. So we're gonna put that in A tier. The Great Gear, we are gonna put this in the. We're gonna actually, no, we're gonna put this in the A tier. Like, there is some stuff that is making it like lack out. That's why it won't be in the S tier. But it's still a good weapon because it has access to the rocket, and that's really cool. If I can remember, it also has access to, what did it have access to? The gum shoot. I think it had the gum launcher or the gum grenade. It was one of those two gum shoots, but this makes it really good. And having it access to rocket, you're gonna have a fun time using this weapon. All right, last but not least, the Shinobi paper fan. We are gonna put this in the B tier because the gum lasers, yes, it's really doing well for a weapon such as a katana, but the special is not helping out as much. Because, like, how many people are you really gonna get with that? And you're using a katana. It feels like using weapons like a defensive weapon. Then yeah, you'll probably get some good utility out of that. But the Shinobi paper fan, I don't know how that's going to make, like, they're trying to make, it's like they were trying to make a very hyper offensive weapon, but they just want to give some defensive, like, mechanics, and that was kind of, I know they tried to make it bounce, but I think there was some things they kind of, like, they could have fixed, like, for having the gum poison. I know most people's like how, but it's really good because Katana's never had, like, the gum poison special. It's fine, it really is, but I'm just saying, like, they could have done a little bit something out of that, because maybe if you was like to get someone in a gum bind, then do the poison, like, I think you'll be able to get away with that, but, like, that's all you can do right there. So yeah, we're gonna put that in B tier, and there we have it. This is done. So this is the weapon tier list for the latest season. Now, how much? Okay. Oh yeah, but like I said, this is the weapon tier list for season 5 so far. There is a lot of S ranked weapons along with A rank, B rank, and stuff. I might have to switch up a few things. So let's go double check here, see what needs to be fixed, or, like, see what needs to be fixed. So Ninja Yo-Yo, that's going in the F tier. These two, they're gonna stay in C tier. Shinobi, I'm gonna keep it there because, like I said, it could do better. This could do better along with that. I'm gonna put this in C tier. The S, okay, the trick ball, iron noise, okay. All right, that's fine. And yeah, that's honestly all I have to fix, because those, like, the S tier weapons, you're gonna go into a match, and most of these weapons that I just put in the S rank, you're going to see them a lot because they're really that good. You're also gonna see some weapons from the A tier and some weapons from the B tier, but these are weapons you're barely gonna see. Like, you'll probably see them in team battle, but that's mostly all you're gonna get there. And yeah, that's it. So I am going to end this video right here. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of this tier list? Like, should I change more things of the tier list, or was there one weapon that you want to see in the S tier but ended up in the worst tiers? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.